Welcome, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. It's a pleasure to be before you again. I thank God that He allowed me to come before you to bring you another interesting part of the message. Make a few adjustments and we begin. Do-do-do-do. Now, chat one, two. Yes. I, the title of the message, part two: Sell Me Your Birthright. Your birthright. For those of us who go to church and from time to time and read our Bible, there's a passage in the Bible in Genesis where Esau came in from the field, was weary and famished. He wanted something to eat. I'm paraphrasing it. Let me see if I can find the exact scripture. And he said to himself, "Give me something to eat." And another said, "Give me your, send me your birthright." Let me see if I can find the scripture what I want. Oh, let me put it up on my phone. I think I had it on the phone. Sorry about the delay. Sell me your birthright. Okay, Genesis 25:31. Genesis 25:31. And I'm going to read certain parts of it. It say, International Version, Jacob replied, "First, sell me your birthright." Let me go to the King James Version. Open up. I just had a problem. 25:31. I've been having a problem with my telephone. Uh, and Jacob, verse 30. And Esau said to Jacob, "I beg of you," I'm reading for the Amplified Bible, "let me have some of that red lentil stew to eat, for I am faint and famished." That is why his name is called Edom Red. Jacob answered, "And then sell me today your birthright." That's the right of a firstborn. Esau said, "See here, I am at the point of death. What good can this birthright do to me?" Jacob said, "Swear to me today that you are selling it to me." And he swore to Jacob and sold his birthright. Then Jacob gave him Esau bread and stew of lentils, and he ate and drank and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau scorned his birthright as beneath his notice. You and I'll use myself as an example because nobody can't say I'm talking about them. I can recall many times in my life as I was growing up. You ever heard the term prostituting yourself? Women is commonly used, that phrase is used to apply to women. But then again, men, anyone can be a prostitute. Is I'm being insulting? No. When we sell ourselves for something, We are prostituted. You get on the boss good side. The kid get on his mama good side. The kid listen. The kid do what he want. The parents want him to do, and then he gets something in return. That is a form of selling yourself. In life, on our job, people call it kissing up to the boss. They sell themselves for something. Excuse me. Without doing your homework, without proper knowledge and information, we give away our birthright for something. We, one may say, sell your soul for something. When we want something, we find a way to get it. In the earlier video, I said God give us our rights. He is the only one responsible and can take away our rights. And we lose our rights when we die. When I tell you, when I've been told that I should not do this or that because it's in the Bible, I have a choice to do it without doing my homework or do my homework and see what I'm hearing is the truth. We have no justification, no excuse to say, I did this and that. If we should pull ourselves away from group thinking, we are born as an individual person out of our mother's womb. We have individual thoughts. Just because everybody else is doing it and say you should do it and you trust they should do it, look in your life. How many times you have trust somebody because they told you something and you did it and regret it? Should the person's status, job, profession, money or finance or property or their status in politics, should those factors be used to maybe influence you to do what they say? Are all doctors right? History from the news I've read have said no. Do doctors make mistakes? Yes. When someone tells us to do something, we should ask ourselves, who benefits from me doing this? I put something on Facebook. My name is Anthony Milton. If you want to be my friend, and I say, if I want to change your way of thinking, how can I do it? Simply by planting seeds. Like, for example, you have watermelon, grape, peaches, cantaloupe, and whatever. Almost all fruit have a seed. I can plant a seed of thoughts through movies and television and social medias and books and whatever. I cannot come to you and say, I want you to jump off the bridge because it benefits you. Because you can say, man, you crazy. I'm not jumping off no bridge or doing something I should not be doing. But if I continue to plant seed over and over and over and over, you become numb to it. And all of a sudden you just do it without even thinking. I have accomplished my goals. Have you ever wondered when you watch movies and TV shows, you say, well, that's a stupid movie. Why are they showing that? History, do your homework, have shown that a lot of things that's happening today that we are being influenced, that have been thrust upon us. I've seen it in cartoons. Like, why would that in a cartoon? That's kind of strange. Why would they put something like that in a cartoon? In movies that I have visited to the theaters, YouTube or Netflix or Prime, they show us what they intend to do to us in the movies. Do your homework. Do you recall any movies that you've seen that go, that's kind of strange, and then you see it happen? You say, Anthony, you crazy. I'm not going to believe you. When I used to watch Star Trek, they had a flip phone. We didn't have a flip phone back then. Now we have flip phones. Start out with a little flip phone. Then they had the little stun gun where they would shoot at someone on Star Trek. Now police department have some form of a stun gun. So we I have seen on television shows, such especially sci-fi, a lot of gadgets that we are using now. When I was born, we didn't have the internet. We had pagers. Someone would say, "Kick me on my hip." We had the big block cell phone. TV went off at 12 o'clock at night. We didn't have a computer. There's no internet. We didn't have no earbuds. People went to the payphone on the corner. Teenagers today don't know that, have no idea unless someone told them. They think that what we have today was back then when it was born. No. Cigarettes used to be 50 and 75 cents when I was born, but now they're almost over a price of a gallon of gas. So things have changed. And when we do not do our research and we sell our birthright, God give us rights that man cannot take. We can give them up for something. Am I to be ignorant? Me now, not you, to not to do my homework. If someone come to me and say, "Hey, Anthony, drink some of this water." Okay, now just drink the water. Even though the top is unsecure, should I trust that person? Yeah, I'm gonna trust them because that's mama, my brother, my sister, my niece, my cousin, my best friend, my girlfriend. They know it's water because they gave me water. But how do you know it's water until you drink it? Just because it's in a bottle, does that mean it's water? I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. I don't need to smell. I'm just going to trust the person because they say if I drink this water, I won't be thirsty. But what if you're drinking gasoline? What if you're drinking something you cannot smell that's dangerous to you? We should not trust people until we do our homework. We should not put our absolute trust in someone without doing a who, what, when, where, and why. And how does it benefit them? We sell our birthrights. Women, everyone in some way, form, or fashion, when they was growing up, gave away temporarily their birthright. The birthright to say yes, no, no young man, I cannot have sex with you because I'm not married. No young woman, I don't want to hug you and kiss you because I won't be so tempted. My mama raised me up to say respect a woman. No, I don't want to have a baby because I know someone else got multiple babies out there. I want to do the right thing. That person, he or she, is not giving up their birthright because they know once they give it away, it's going to be hard to get back in that area. So you did that before. You did that the other night. You did that the other day. Why you not want to do it now? Just like we tend to give up things when we're hungry, sick, tired, can't think straight, need money, or whatever thing you can think of. We give up our God given right to say no. We give up our God given right to do our homework. We give up our God given right to do research. We give up our God given common sense and say, that doesn't sound right. We give up our God given right to investigate. We give up our God given right to do assessment to see where we lack. We give up our God given right to say, yeah, I tried that before and it didn't work. Why? We give up our rights out of fear, scared. Well, I don't want to die. Do you and I have control of when we're going to die? No. If I drink this water, am I going to be thirsty later on? Yes. When we go to sleep at night, is there a guarantee we're going to wake up tomorrow morning? No. Are we going to be alive the next 10 or 15 minutes from now? No. So why do we as human beings behave in a manner that we can control every aspect of our life and bad things won't happen to us? Because someone say it won't if you do this or do that. Think, brothers and sisters. It's not a race thing or a sex thing. Truth is not black and white. A lie is not black and white. The truth is the truth and the lie is a lie. When we refuse to do our homework, when we justify our lack of research and homework because of fear and I don't want to die and I want to kiss my children, I want to kiss my husband, my brother, my father. I want to spend a long life on earth doing whatever, then those are nice things to do. But do we have control that we're going to be doing them with somebody? Doing it with any of those persons I just mentioned? No. There's no guarantee. So why do we behave and why our choices are given that we take the choices based on those things? We can't control what's going to happen to us 10 or 15 minutes from now. But yet our response and what we do tend to be that way. You look in the mirror, look at your hand wherever you are. You see, you move your hand around, you see your skin, whatever. Are you going to do that 5 minutes from now? You can say yes, but is there a guarantee? No, there's no 100% guarantee that you're going to be living 1 hour from now. I know there's such a, if you say something is 100% guaranteed, you're going to tell me that nothing bad going to happen to me because I say drinking this water is 100% guaranteed that you would not get thirsty again. Really? I'm going to get thirsty again because I'm thirsty. We need to begin to wake up. Wake up from being seduced because of fear. Our trust should be in God. Our faith should be in God. Not temporary, part time, come to Jesus moment, but a continual relationship with God. That we will know that when He said, do this and that, we can do our research and say, it's in here. Oh, I'm not going to look in. Most people won't look in here to find the truth in the answer because they are afraid. When they do read it, they will be given the choice to decide to do it or to stop doing it. So they won't. They say, let's agree to disagree and walk off in the sunset. We all, from some time or another, in the sign of my voice, there's some individual are selling their birthright for something, has sold their birthright for something. And when the truths come out about what they did and the choice they made, who are they going to be mad with? The person who told them to do this and that? Oh, no, they should be mad with themselves. They can't say you made me do it. It's like a guy said, if I wasn't drinking, I wouldn't have done that. A woman said, well, I wouldn't have kissed you if I wasn't drinking. No, we are responsible for our choices. The choices that we make, we are responsible for our choices. No one can make us do anything. We must do our research and check out, am I making the wrong choice by giving up? I did not give myself my birthrights. God gave them to me. Who am I to say I'm not going to use them today because I want something, because I'm going to auction myself off. I'm going to give a little bit of myself to get something. Give a little bit of myself to get something. And eventually you have nothing left. I ain't got nothing to give because you have compromised. We should not compromise our God given rights. We live in a world that's going in all directions. If we are self centered, only on self, we miss everything around us. When we make choices based on what's in it for us, only to find out later that the choice we made was detrimental to our health. You can show people the smoking gun, the bloody knife, and they will not believe it. They'll justify it's Photoshop or it's a fake blood or not a real gun or whatever. Not everybody gonna believe the truth. Did everybody believe the truth in this? No. Did everybody believe the people who God called to be a spokesperson for Him in this? No. There are some individuals, from my experience, have decided that they know who God should choose to do this or to do that. Oh, really? We're not God. There are individuals in this book here that God has chosen that some people would not consider worthy to be God's spokesperson. God can use a rock. He can use anybody to do his work. God must use a human being that will submit to his way of thinking. And when that individual begins to speak based on godly principle, he or she is attacked. That person has recognized that God has gave them rights to speak. Yes, no, choice, decisions. God has given us a choice to do what he says or not. And he said, sowing and reaping will follow. We live in a society today where we're not even given that choice. People say, well, I don't believe what I'm hearing. Well, you better believe me because I'm going to beat you over the head. Why? Do I not have a choice to say I don't believe? Should I jump in the boat for everybody? Should I jump in the sinking ship when I know it's going to sink when it go out 10 feet from the shore? No. But my mom, my brother, my sister, my cousin, my niece, my doctor, my employer, my so-and-so say, come get on the boat, you'll be safe. But anybody with common sense will know if the boat capacity is 50 and I got 150 people on the boat, what's going to happen to the boat? It's going to sink. So we need to stop and think before we give up our rights. And when we give up our rights, we have sold them for a little bit, do it for the children moment and can't get it back. Do your homework. There are a lot of countries that have given up their rights to certain things and they can't get it back because the government won't allow them to get it back. There are certain countries where people do not have weapons to protect themselves. Why? Because they gave it up. It's homework. It's not fact check. It's not a lie. It's the truth. But I found out from history and experience and listening other people's information that when you speak the truth, people come behind you and say that's been fact checked, proven to be wrong. But I can go to this governmental website, I can go to another source of information and read it line by line, and another person, friend or family member, so and so, come to me and say, that has been proven wrong. Why has it been proven wrong? Because I didn't see it on my Pacific TV channel. And so is not saying what you are saying. You are only one person. They got thousands and thousands. They're on TV. They got a mega church. And I said that in my last message. The church is quiet. The church is quiet. The church is quiet with everything that's going around us. The messages are not different. They are the same. It's like we never experienced the COVID-19 issues in the era. Everybody is speaking and defending. You got the good guys defending the right. You got the bad guys defending what they believe. But where's the church? The church is not standing on nobody. They're in the middle. They're not even defending what is right. They're pleasing their congregation. They know if they speak what's in here, that half of the congregation is going to leave. They are part of the problem. And when you challenge them or say what you heard, well, don't believe that person. He or she don't know what they're talking about. They're not on TV. They don't have a mega church. But God told me something different. Oh, really? If your pastor is preaching and teaching and not preaching and teaching stuff that's in here and give you an opposite message, what have you done? Did he sell? Is he selling his right, his birthright? Is he giving up something to make peace so he won't lose his congregation? Brothers and sisters, we're living in a time where we must begin to wake up. Wake up from being asleep. The movie Zombie. Think about that movie, the television series. People walking around like this here in a zombie-like state, trying to attack other people to infect them so they can be walking around like zombies. Those of us who are thinking don't want to be bitten spiritually and mentally by someone thinking. Have you been bitten by a zombie-like person, a zombie thought, a zombie-like thinker? And all of a sudden you notice, oh, wait a minute, I'm not the same anymore. I'm behaving like them. I'm doing and saying the things just like them. Have they bitten me secretly? Just because you have a nice physical male or female body and a pretty face, that gets you 20 years or Oh, she good, he good. But what when you get wrinkled? What when you get old? Does you selling your birthright? You come out of the mother womb, the doctor hit the male or female and wake the baby up. You grow up in life for whatever goals you decide. Then you start using your body. You're selling your right to live as a human being. You compromise, put yourself in compromising positions, and then regret it too late. There's a lot of individuals who have regret decision that they made because they believe someone close to them. If you really think about it, you can say they sold their rights. You can say they sold their birthright. To say no, yes, let me think about it. I don't think that I need to make the right decision. Yes, I know you're a professional, but I want to get a second opinion. I want to do my homework. I'm going to go to other sources. I want to see, I want to read, I want to take it in. And when I get all of it in the bottle and all of it in the barrel, then I'm going to go to God and say, God, I have done my homework. I've done my research. I'm being pulled here, I'm being pulled there. What is your truth? He said, go to my word, and my scripture may pop in your mind. You pick up the Bible, you read it. Wow, I got my answer. So what I've been hearing, what I've been told to do, and this and that, it actually said the opposite. I've been told that 1 plus 1 is not 2. It's how you feel, what you think, what's in it for you, how it benefits you, how you can get over it. But I just read in here, it says 1 plus 1 is 2. For those who know what I mean, I use 1 plus 1 as a springboard because we know that 1 plus 1 is 2. But if you talk to some people, they talk to you in a form of 1 plus 1 is not 2. It's what I think, feel, want, believe, how it benefits me, what's in it for me, how I can get over. They very rarely listen, is that the truth? Is that what you I hear what you're saying, but let me do some research. Where did you get that information? When we read something on social media, when we hear something on television, when we are told something from whomever, then things should be, where did you get that information? I see that you are knowledgeable and smart and intelligent and you seem to have a lot of information. Can you expound on this? Can you show me where you got where you found this? Most people don't do that because they're set in their ways. They have given themselves a new set of birthright that they are responsible, that no one can convince them. They don't need to do any homework. They can justify it, excuse it, make excuse and do whatever because that's their body and that's their right. And all that is fine. But when we do not do research and we do not go out there and look and investigate and see and hear other voices and comments and criticism and disapproval, we are selling our birthright. We are actually, in the term of prostituting, we are pimping ourselves. We are pimping out ourselves for something. He or she pimp themselves out when it comes to relationships. He or she that's married pimp themselves out for adultery. He or she pimp themselves out because he say I love her, he love me, and she has a baby for him, and he leaves her and say that's not my baby. So she pimps herself out and get pregnant again and again and again. And he says it's not mine, he's not mine, not mine. So we all in our lifetime, whether we might not like the term, we pimp ourselves out for something. So are you a pimp today? Are you pimping yourself out for something right now? Are you pimping yourself out for a moment, for uh, a minute of, oh, I feel good. Oh, that was feel good. Are you pimping yourself out? Are you holding up your birthright? You have a birth certificate. saying, this is you. You was born on such and such a day, at such and such a time. These are your parents. You say, this is going to the highest bidder. This is my birthright. I'm just giving you that. And now when you go to apply for jobs and application and wherever you may go, they're gonna say, are you been born in the United States? Or where's your birth certificate? Because your birth certificate gives you rights. If you don't know what your rights are, ask someone. Do your homework. We have a lot of rights that God gave us, not the one that man give us that go against God. So what right that you have sold for something? Your rights can be a choice or decision. Did you make the wrong choice? I met many people, even myself, made the wrong choice based on pleasure, and then you get the pain afterward. It's not going to be pain because if you see something in pain, showing pain, we're not going to really grab. We're not going to say, yeah, I'll take it. No, we always grab things that give us pleasure, emotionally, mentally, and physically, and then we experience the pain afterward. So our birth certificate gives us rights. Learn them and begin to keep them to your heart. Keep them in your mind. So when someone come to you and say, I think you should do this, I think you should do that because it's best for you because I say so. But sir, ma'am, can I? No, you cannot think. You need to do what I say or shut up. And if you don't shut up, I'm going to take something away from you. If you shut up, I'm going to deny you this and that. We are living in a world where we must hold on to our birthright. Hold on to the rights that God gave you. God gave you your God given right. You lose them when we go to sleep or something bad happened to us and we cease, we die, and we no longer have our rights. When a person dies, their rights are gone with them. Nobody can't use it. Some people may take the birth certificate and forge it and use it, but that individual who died cannot use their birthright anymore. So just like Esau and Jacob, in their little discussion, yeah, I'll give you the food, I give you what you need, but sell me your birthright. I give you what you want, but sell me your birthright. I give you everything that you think you need, but sell me your birthright. Then you sell your birthright and you come back and say, I want my right back because what you just told me was a lie. I didn't mean to take it. I didn't mean to do this. I didn't mean to say that. But it's too late. You can't take it back. And what do? You run to God and say, Lord, please help me. Yes, God can do anything to help you. But when we make decisions based on a feeling, emotion, and what's in it for us, is He obligated to help us? Because we are told that the things that we do come with sowing and reaping judgment. And the church is at fault because they're not teaching the people, the mega ones that I hear you see on TV. It's the good feeling messages, not about get your house in order, not about God disciplining His children, not about the sins when we commit sins, we will reap the consequences. No, think nothing about the fear of God. Nothing. Little minute, little, I call it little delicacy, a little appetizer, just enough to make you go, It's like, oh, that's for the sinners out there on the street. That's not for me because I'm in the church every day. That's for the sinners out there. But then the person saying that's for the sinners out there, are they still sinning? How are they sinning? In the way they think about the sinners out there. How are they a sinner? Because the thing they're doing and the thought they're thinking. So no one is sinless or sin free. We all are manifesting sin. So if you like this series of message, it's my prayer that you share it with other people. Let them hear what you heard and tell them and ask them, are you pimping yourself out for something? Have you pimped yourself out for something? Get their attention. Have you pimped yourself out for something? Or are you prostituting yourself? I did this before. You married, you who are married, or you who are in a relationship. Go to your spouse, play kind of act. Baby, I have something I want to talk to you about. I heard this. Are you prostituting yourself? Are you a prostitute? What do you mean? What do you mean? Where did that come from? And then you get their attention because you're going to introduce them that prostituting does not exclusively mean you selling yourself for sex. Prostituting means that you're selling yourself for something, a job, promotion, money, get something from your boyfriend or your husband or your children and their children. Everyone is selling themselves for something in the wrong manner. So we all can be called or considered in a way prostituting ourselves for something, pimping ourselves out for something. In the real world, a pimp has a bunch of girls. If they don't behave, he beats them up. And sometimes they're killed. And sometimes they're kicked out on the curb and they don't have to do it anymore. Do we not do that to ourselves? We beat up ourselves based on the choice we make. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done that. We emotionally beat ourselves up because of the bad choice we made because we thought that person had our best interest at heart because they're on TV, they got a degree behind their name, they rich, they black, they white, they got all the wealth, they look good, they got a business, they do all that kind of stuff. I believe them. Why did we believe them? Because we saw a self-preservation benefits for us. Us. If you don't do it for the children, you're going to affect other children or affect other people. Oh, really? A lot of things are being done in the name of the children has nothing to do with the children. It just play on your emotional feeling. Oh, just do it for the children. Oh, I don't want them to do it wrong. Let's do it for the children. Playing on your emotions. It's the pimp telling you, do it for the children. If you don't, so if you like what you heard, comment, allow other people to hear your thoughts. Allow people to let other people hear what you think. What you think. Share it with your friends. If you want to be my Facebook friend, Anthony Milton. If you want to hear any specific message, just type it in and I'll discuss it. My YouTube channel is Thoughts in AM. My other one is Hidden Tears. My webpage is He Still Speaks Now. Listen. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell that when I do come online, you know that I'm posting something. So it's a pleasure that God allowed me another right to wake up this morning, to be before you tonight, to share what He wants you to hear. So begin to wake up and recognize that you must keep your own birthright to yourself. Don't give it up. Begin to think before you make choices. It may be so good. It may be so sweet. It may be beneficial. But if God did not give it to you and you did not do the homework and see what hidden strings attached to that, it may be late. If we make choices that's life threatening, we make choices that we can't take back. It's like someone said, I don't talk politics and religion. When you don't want to talk politics and religion, then what about everything else around you? When people are telling you to do this and that, when people are saying this and that, this and that, this and that, you should do your homework and say why are they saying this and that? Do your own homework. There are laws on the books. There are laws in governmental websites. There are laws in the local, state, and city and county ordinances out there. There are thousands of laws in many, many cities. Your state that you live in, there's laws on the book. If you don't know the law in that area, and I come to you because I know the law and I use the law at my advantage, and you just go along with it because I say so, then you find out that what I told you was the truth or was not the truth. I may deceive you to tell you if you can't do that, and yet you what? You get caught. And I close by saying this: a good example of TSA. Go in the airport, they search you for safety. which is okay. But what did we give up? Our birthright. Can an officer on the street, not yet, do the same thing? Can an officer drive in the car, stop you, pull you over? It happens. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. But what if every officer drive down the city street, pull everybody over, go in their trunk, go in their pocketbook, go in their wallet, do whatever they want because of safety concerns? You have no rights, birthright anymore. You get in your car and drive off and get stopped by somebody else, then stopped by someone else. Is that not a similar thing that's going on in the TSA at the airport in certain places? So we give up our birthright for certain reasons because it sounds good, it makes us feel good, it makes us feel safe. But I learned that I'm responsible for my choices. Have I made bad choices? Yes. We all make bad choices. Do we should learn from them? Yes. Should we do it again? No. Do we do it again? Yes. We're gonna make bad choices until we reach that point where I guess we are perfect. But that won't happen unless God is living within us 100% of the time. Think about it. When God begins to live in us 100% of the time, then what that tell you? He got our back. Nothing can happen to us. We will know people's thoughts. We will be his vessel to be used for his purpose. The person may not like you. They may can't stand you. They might not like your look, how your body look, how you dress, what car you drive. But when God has our back 100% of the time, we know that we going to make the right decision because he will be living through us, living in us to help us say, I got your back. Figuratively speaking, I'm your new birthright. I'm your new father. And I'm going to protect you because we will be used by him. We will have joined our mind to his mind and walked in his spirit that we need to be realized. For us to not to be pimping ourselves out, for us to not to be selling our birthright, we need another mind. And that mind is the mind of God. We need to surround ourselves with friends that have our best interests at heart, that will give us the truth and don't compromise, don't sugarcoat it. Just tell us what it means, tell us what it is, and let us make a decision. Give me all of the truth and let me decide if I want to accept and believe the truth. So share this video and allow your friends, because I'm quite sure people in the sound of my voice need to hear this before they make the decision to pimp themselves out, to sell their birthright for something because someone told them they need this and that. Because there's someone who's telling them they need this and that has another agenda, something else in mind. It has been said a lot of things people have come out and say during my lifetime. Oh, that's a lie. That's not true. And then months later, you find out that it was true. So do your homework. Do your homework. Don't believe me. Don't trust me. Just do your homework. You say anything, why should I not trust you? You want me to trust you? I want you, I'm giving you informative information. I can't make you do nothing. I can't force you to do nothing. I just give you the information for you to do your own homework. And somebody who wants to know the answer, someone who wants to know the truth, someone who wants to change their thinking according to what they've heard. There are many messages on my YouTube channel. There are many things I post on Facebook. But very few people will ask questions. Fair people will not share their views. And that's fine. That's fine. But the question is, what is the motive behind it? One person say, I don't want to do it because I don't want people to think that I believe you and I accept what you say. I don't want people to see that I'm thinking different than them. I don't want my friends and family members to know that, I'm black, but I'm a Republican. I'm black, I'm a Democrat. I'm black because I'm an independent. I'm black, I'm an atheist. I'm black because of this. I'm white because of that. No, truth is truth. So thank you. God willing, I'll be back. I will post when I be back and what topic that may come to mind that I will give. It's my prayer that you receive what you need, not what you want. There's a difference. What you need. If you need healing, may God heal you through the physicians. Not when the physician cannot heal you and there's no cure, then we must turn to God. And with prayer, it's my prayer that He does heal. My condolences go out to those who suffer a loss during the COVID pandemic, are going through pain in their body. It's my prayer that you seek some comfort and God will answer your prayers. And when He does, just thank Him and give Him praise and give Him honor and share your testimony to those. There are a lot of people out there crying right now. There are a lot of people don't know what their next meal going to be. There are a lot of people are contemplating suicide. There are a lot of people that doing whatever. They are thinking in a way of, I need to give up my birthright. So they kill themselves. I need to give up my birthright. I'm going to drink alcohol. I'm going to give up my birthright. I'm going to do illegal drugs. I'm going to give up my birthright. I don't care anymore. I'm going to give up my birthright because I'm black. I'm going to give up my birthright because I'm white. I'm going to give up my birthright because I'm a male. I'm a female. I'm going to give up my birthright because things are not working for me anymore. I'm just going to let someone use me. Just use me. Use me for your purpose, sir, a man. Because I don't value my life. I'm tired. I'm weary. I'm famished. I'm starving mentally and emotionally for the truth. But I can't find the truth because everywhere I turn, I don't see any difference. People behaving as though nothing is really happening bad around them. So they're torn between living or what not living, emotionally, mentally, and physically. So the choice that we make the choice that we make can cause us temporarily or permanently lose our birthright. God willing, I'll be back. God bless.